Life in Ogale is tough. Blessing James has lived here with her husband for 5 years. Everything is hard to come by, including clean water.
I'm not happy now because this is suffer. Because under this heavy sun now, pass through now, come and fetch water here. Well, I'm supposed to have my own water in my house.
Ogale is a community in Ogoni land, part of Nigeria's oil-rich Niger Delta. Big oil multinationals like Shell have explored the area for decades. Pollution from oil spills has left the groundwater and rivers contaminated. This is the Ogoni River in Niger Delta, and if you look closely, you can see oil at the surface of the water, and also some fish have been washed off the shore as a result of the pollution. This water is completely useless. Even though people can see water here, they actually have no access to clean water. This community used to rely on fishing, but with this level of pollution, their source of food, income and water has vanished.
This water is no good, and when we fed this water like this, even when you use it for bath, the soap will no foam. Even when you use it for wash, the tea will no foam. Even if you use it for cooking, we hear the smelling.
The United Nations Environmental Programme ran tests on the water in Ogale. It found levels of cancer-causing benzene to be 900 times higher than the levels permitted by the World Health Organization. Scientists also found 8 centimeters of refined oil on the groundwater, which feeds the wells that people drink from. Local authorities have warned people to not drink the contaminated water, but many, like Blessing, have no choice, and they are forced to live with the damage to their health.
That's why you see most times we see the levels of cancer prevalence is increasing. We are seeing the age of people coming down with cancer decreasing. Before you see cancer cases from 50, 60, 70 years, but now you see children coming down with cancer 8, 10, 15, 20.
The government provided water stations across the village to supply clean water from other communities, but none of the stations has worked for years. Local authorities admit that they have not done enough, but say the responsibility for solving the crisis lies elsewhere.
What we do as local government and state government is just to support services, but the main issue is with the federal government.
While politicians in Nigeria play the blame game and argue over whose responsibility it is to provide clean water for the people of Ogale, others have taken the matter into their own hands, like traditional leader King Emere Godwin Okpabi. He has listed 14,000 individual cases of the damage caused by Shell's oil spillage and is seeking compensation in court in the UK, where the company is based.
There are big people that receive dividend, and they sit down and enjoy the money, and their children, their grandchildren is enjoying the money. I want to tell them that money is blood money. That money is blood money. As you're using the money to get comfort for you, your children, and your dependent, so our children of Ogale are dying.
The case could take years. In that time, Nigeria and Shell will continue to profit from Ogale's oil, while people like Blessing James will continue to suffer the consequences of the contaminated water they are forced to drink.